with the Washington football team.
Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Back to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
This is brought in at the 21. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Back to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A carry for Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it a second down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On second down, it's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A huge play there for Houston.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. He'll drop to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Bernard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Second and 4. Left side caught by Diggs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gibson.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Gibson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they took a shot there, trying to get it downfield, 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Washington on 3rd down.
They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans have broken the tie. Slide for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's back to throw.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
They'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off near the 32.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned.